The actress, 64, on finding roles after Corrie, why she and Jordan North click and protecting her mental health. What was the appeal of your new sitcom, Newark? Well, it's funny. You find yourself brave enough to leave a regular job and paycheck, and while I'd left Coronation Street before, I'd always said never say never to going back. But this time I'm saying never, which is scary because you think, will I be offered another job? I don't want to retire. Then scripts start to come but they're not quite right, although you're scared to say no because it takes you back to the beginning, when you say yes to everything. But when this script came, I didn't even ask how much they were paying. It must be stressful being a jobbing actor again after 30 years. Absolutely. I left for about 2.5 years in 2001 and had 9 days off. I did 2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps, worked with Jim Broadbent, then was on stage. But if you're unemployed for one day, you worry. And with Corrie, you don't become a star, you become a household name. So I was nervous but I've made the right decision. How much do you miss Liz McDonald? Oh, I loved playing her. But the cast is so big now and the scenes much shorter. I loved the days where the busier you were, the better it was, even though you were knackered because you made so many episodes every week. I knew Liz inside out and back to front, and I just wanted the challenge of playing something completely different. I will not go back. I feel as though my world has opened up. I've not fallen out of love with it but my time there is done. Was doing I'm a Celebrity a shock to the system? Yeah, it was. I'd said no for years but because of lockdown and the way the world was at that time, I just said, why the hell not? Having said that, I did think it was going to be in Australia. My husband, John, thought he was going to be in the Versace Hotel, not in Wales, freezing cold. But it was a completely unique experience. The producers were really happy we all got on so well. They didn't want to cause any confrontation like other series because of the pandemic. They wanted to make feel-good TV and we did feel good, aside from the bugs and the temperature. You and Jordan North became really close and have worked together since. Really close. When we were asked to do Beverley and Jordan, Destination Wedding, initially I turned it down. I knew Jordan would be brilliant because he's a presenter but appearing as Beverley is quite intimidating for me. But we had a ball. It was low budget, there was no costume or makeup and we did the driving ourselves. Why do you get on so well? We just sort of understand each other. It's as though the age difference isn't there. And we don't ever stop talking. There were no barriers in I'm a Celebrity. You didn't even have eyeliner as a barrier and we all hit it off so well. Ruthie Henschel and I hit it off like mad. Vic Derbyshire as well. We just had the best time and we're all meeting up for dinner next month. Would you do any other reality shows? I said yes to Strictly, which I love. After leaving Coronation Street, I was going to go straight into Panto and do Strictly but then I had to have a hip operation so I had to go back on my word. Then, when they asked me to do I'm a Celeb, I thought, okay, I'll do it. I'd love to do Strictly but I don't think I'd be very good. What did the lockdowns put a stop to? I had my own personal lockdown because of the hip operation. I couldn't walk for 5 months. Selfishly, it made the lockdown a bit easier. It would have been harder for me if the whole world was carrying on but it did affect jobs because I'd got work lined up for 2 years. I'm fortunate that they've just been put back so they're still there. You've talked a lot about your mental health. How did you protect it during lockdown? I still have to take medications. But I have to monitor myself. People don't believe this because I'm an actress but I have very low self-esteem. I can't watch myself and it's not false modesty. I have to build myself up to red carpet and things like that, which I loathe. The effects of lockdowns are going to be a pandemic in itself. Have you ever worked with your daughter, Rebecca? Many years ago we did but she's writing now. She writes Breeders, starring Martin Freeman. And they've just made Rebecca's first film, with Ray Winston and Anna Paquin. Is it true she grew up with Mel B and Angela Griffin? Oh yes. Rebecca and Melanie were inseparable and are still in touch. As teenagers, they were gorgeous girls but a nightmare. And Angela ended up playing my daughter-in-law in Corrie. She is such a lovely girl and so talented.